Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I think it's key to have as many subscribers as you can possibly get. Right now, very, very few of the people that subscribe to me are watching. Well, I've got a whole lot of people watching that's not subscribed, so please do so. This is what we got to last night. It actually don't look too shabby. Usually when I work really, really late the night before and I come back out here, stuff looks terrible, but it actually don't look too bad. That's where we're at. I'm going to go around and do the other side. I'll probably take that hood back off and work it on the body stand. Because it's terrible. It's just terrible. And the deck lid is too. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. As you can see, I'm going to have to fix all this now. Now this lines up. What, buddy? Okay, we'll wait till she comes home. My little boy's looking for his nana. She lives next door, and she's never home. Alright, let's do this. Maybe, I don't know. Only like 95 degrees out here. Bet the field doesn't like me. Finally, my tires have arrived. I've been waiting on them forever, seems like. But here they are our budget-friendly tires. These was just a smidgen over 300 bucks for a set of 4. 245 45 17s. They come off eBay. They are full ways. And of course I got my good deal on my rims. Bought a set of 4 brand new in the box. The Coys, the Eleanor replica wheels, got them for 1,100 bucks. Oh. So maybe gonna miss my deadline, but we got parts rolling in, and I've gotten nearly everything to finish this car with except for my Eleanor grills and my carpet. That's the only thing that I'm lacking. And I've got about, let's see, I combine the tires and the wheels. I'm creeping up on 12,000, I know. Yeah, I'm right at $12,000. But I sold the old wheels that was on this car. I recouped some of my money that way. So we need to figure out just exactly how much we got in this thing right now. I'm about 100% positive I'm creeping up on the 12,000. My budget's 12.5. So I've got to buy grills and carpet. That's gonna be hard to do. I think the grills are 300 and the carpet's about 200. That's taxes and shipping and everything. And I know there's gonna be other little odds and ends things I need to buy too. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make it happen. I should have said like a $15,000 budget. Then I would have had all kinds of wiggle room. Well, it still ain't painted. I've been going around block sanding and hand sanding. And it's still hot, even though the sun's went down. I got 2 fans on. Still hot. So I got nice gaps all the way back. Just getting there though. All my gaps are nice. I'm tired. This door's not latched, so it's pushed in too far. Got all my gaps looking good. Like I said, I've been hand sanding a lot. Trying to get everything right. Whew. Boys, it's been hot. Too hot to work. It's really slowed me down. Between being sick and the weather being 100 degrees, 110 degrees in here, 100 degrees outside. But I managed to get a little paint down today. Got the bottom hood jammed out anyway. That in there never looks good because that's just rough fiberglass. It's really hard to make these hoods look like anything unless you just really wanted to go in there and do a whole bunch of glass work and a whole bunch of body work. Usually what I do is go in there and tape this up and just black this out, but I went ahead and just painted this one. Why not? But the actual border itself looks pretty good. As you can see, it's white. It is not pepper gray. So now the hood's jammed out, I'm gonna bring my attention over here to this jam here. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all guys some very, very crucial, very valuable information when you're doing your fastback conversion. And when those itching. Whether you're doing the coupe conversion and leaving your coupe seat in it like I'm doing, or full fastback interior, whether you bought the whole entire sides, it don't matter. All drip rails are the same. Don't matter if it's Donicorn, Goodmark, Golden Star, Keystone. It don't matter where you get these from. They're always the same. It's the drip rails that you weld in. It's either one side or the other is always the problem. So I'll show you what it is. Down here on the end. So if you remember, when we build these cars, we line it up to the factory point under here. Well, camera won't zoom out. So this is lined up factory. These things aren't stamped right. What it is, they'll shove it either too far this way or this way in the stamp, in the die, and it screws it up. That means this edge is hanging down too low. It's supposed to be up about, I don't know, almost half an inch higher than this. So let me show you what the problem is. When you get your car all painted, and this is usually the last thing you're going to put it on. Usually, for me it is anyway. Last little piece of detail, which is your drip rail moldings. So if you line up your drip rail moldings with your drip rails, and you follow the curve, lined up to where the curve's lined up, all the way around, look how much shorter it is. See that? You see how much shorter your drip rail molding chrome is? That is a major problemo when your car is painted. Alright, tomorrow's the day. I was going to try to get it ready today and spray it today, but after reading my data sheet on my sealer, I realized I only had 12 hours to seal it, get my red on, get my stripes taped up, get all my seam sealing done, and try to get it painted before my sealer completely dried and it had to be resanded. And I don't want to have to resand the sealer, so I'm currently seam sealing the bottom of this. I don't particularly like that little bit of a gap. So I usually just pack it full back in there with seam sealer. Seam seal it up both sides. And I've sanded through here and there. I went ahead and painted the bottom of the hood and jammed it out back here at the back, so it'd be easier on me. What in the world is that out there? Spider. So the bottom of the hood's been sprayed. Base cleared. The cow's been sprayed with just white base. And back there at the back of the fenders where it's kind of hard to get to when you're painting, went ahead and did that. So I need to mask off the bottom of this hood. And what else I got to do? I've got to seam seal up my drip rails. So I'll do that here in a minute. I'll seam seal those. I'll seam seal these two little joints right here. I'll seam seal this little joint. Of course, that little hole right there on both sides. I'll get packed full of seam sealer. I don't like them holes. But I mean, if you weld them up, then the car, as the car's working back and forth, it'll crack it. I don't normally seam seal these because it's kind of pointless. Water's going to tread off of this. But yeah, I said I'll go around this edge right here. I'll get that seam sealed. I usually go in here and re-seam seal this joint right here, like it was from the factory. Yes, sir. It's right there. So I'll go around and blow it all off one more time. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to soak this whole floor down. Of course, I'll blow it out first, soak it all down, blow the car off good, and start spraying. Wish me luck. Well, I just put the sealer on. This is some stuff that I've never used before. It's called Nason XL 431-90. It's white. I put reducer in it because this stuff was thick, man. And I got a run right here. I'm gonna have to sand out. Got a little bit happy right there. Like I said, it went from thick, or feeling like it, or looking like it was thick, and then actually putting it on the car, and then it looks thin. So here's what it is. I got a spot over here that festered up for some weird reason. I don't know why that happened. I'll sand it out, and that's probably gonna be a problem child area. But everything else come out pretty good. We'll let this set up and dry, and we'll start putting some red on it, because in the places that's got to be red, it looks pretty good. slick as I wanted it. Like the clear coat didn't lay down as good as I would have liked. And the reason for that, this old dirt dauber kept flying in, and then the overspray and the fumes, I guess it would make it disoriented and it would drop his load. So whether it be mud or an old spider or just whatever, mainly bugs and spiders, it would just drop them right where I was working. So I'd have to put the gun down, go get some tape, try to get the bugs out of the paint job. So this side right here turned out halfway decent. Everything can water sand and buff out. It's just, I wish the other side hadn't got the bugs in it. But it came out pretty good. It's got some grain in it. That's to be expected. I mean, it's painted out here. It ain't painted in a paint booth. But as you can see, I don't think that one's attached. No, so he blowed off. But you can see it's got some grain in it. But ain't nothing that won't water sand and buff out. It's got something in it right here. That one's walking around, so he's good. This one's not attached. But most of the stuff I can just blow off, so it ain't embedded into the clear coat. But this is the 30-day budget build Eleanor. And as you can tell, I ran out of time. It's not together, it's not finished, it's not done. I think this is actually like day number 30, 34, 35, something like that. So I missed my deadline, guys. I'm sorry. I've got all the parts put together with except for a rear bumper, the front grills, the rear backup lights, and door panels. I have every other piece to put this car together with. So I'm gonna put it together as much as I can. And it shouldn't take that long, a few more days. So I was close to my, my deadline. I would say if I'd have said 40 days, 45 days. I should have said 60 days is what I should have said, but it is what it is. I'm still under, at this point right now, I'm under my $12,500 spending limit. I'm getting real close to, I think it was $11,660 is what I had added up so far. So by the time I buy the rear bumper, the grills, the rear backup light lenses, and my door panels. Did I mention door panels? Yeah, I need the door panels. And like windshield wiper arms, or blades, I mean. That's going to put me up there probably to my budget, to my $12,500. But it is what it is. I'm trying to keep it as cheap as possible. But this is where we're at. But it came out pretty good considering she's a budget build. I'm going to end it right here, guys. What is that? Well, she ain't stuck. But as you can tell, it's grainy. It got hot. It's not but about 90. It's probably 90-something degrees out here right now. And I was out here trying to clear coat this thing. Well, between the weather being too hot and the wind blowing crap all over it and them dirt daubers, it's been a nightmare. But it come out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Ain't nothing some good old water sandpaper and a buffer won't fix. But if you made it to this point, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you got to do to help me out. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.